What's going on, guys? Everyone's watching, reacting to Daredevil Season 1, Episode 3, which is called Rabbit in a Snowstorm. Last two episodes have been fantastic. Obviously, I think Episode 2 was even way better than the first one. We had the introduction of the new character named Claire. She's like I guess the medic or something. And she's played by Rosario Dawson, and she was awesome in that episode, so I'm already on board with her character. You had Foggy and Karen just doing fun stuff too. Was her name Karen, right? I think I'm right about that. Yeah, Karen Page, I think. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But they had some nice moments together, just some character bonding, all that stuff, and then we had one of the best action scenes I've seen in a TV show in a long time at the end of the episode. So let's just watch this. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon, which is in the description down below, as well as early access to these videos. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Bowling. I wonder when Kingpin's gonna show up. I'm not sure if he's in every season or not. I don't know.
I was just really looking forward to throwing a few balls.
Get this moron out of my face.
What does this guy want? There's something about him, for sure. Oh, shit, yep. Oh, yep. Damn.
You got a bad attitude, friend.
Oh, did he do it? Oh, damn. This guy's still good at fighting, though. So even without his gun, he's still pretty deadly. I don't know who he is, though. Whoa! Yo! I don't know why I coughed there, but you see his bone? Oh my god! See, I knew everyone said that the show was a lot darker than, you know, MCU shows and stuff. And I always assumed it was like, you know, a little bit darker maybe. I didn't think there was going to be gore or anything. But holy shit, there's a little bit of gore here and there. Like, you see that bone? I'm very glad that that's the case, though. What are you going to tell them?
I want a lawyer.
It's going to help you, all right? Oh, and he's going to get fucking Matt Murdock. How is Matt going to defend this dude, though? There's no way you can get out of this. I don't know, maybe. Because, I mean, he bashed the dude's head in. And this girl saw, there's a witness that got away. So I feel like you're donezo. I'm sure there's cameras in there, too. Yeah, no, you're done.
But I know a pattern when it shoves a thumb in my eye. New player, maybe?
Used to be, if you killed a man, you sent his wife flowers. Now they just send his wife with him.
Damn. What are you saying, that criminals have some morals? Or they should, is what he's saying.
Every newspaper in town dragged my name through the shit. You were the only one who did it without mentioning my kids.
So I guess he appreciates that. It's cool to see, like, the inner workings of the crime world and stuff, and how there's some mutual respect between some of them, and they're like, you know, even though we might try to kill each other, let's not get our families involved. Some of them think that, but some of them probably don't, and would like to use the families against them.
I'm here because my employer does extensive business in Hell's Kitchen. Who knows it better than two local boys? You set up shop right here in your backyard, despite the fact that both of you were made a very lucrative offer from Landman and Zach in Manhattan, where you interned.
Okay.
And for that, for nothing more than your exceptional skills and your discretion.
Probably gonna be a lot of money.
You'll be fairly compensated. Your partner doesn't seem convinced.
Yes, he can see through people.
We're particular about our clientele.
I'm curious about your clientele. Do they all end up working for you after you get them off for murder, or just the pretty ones?
All right, well, you didn't have to say that. That was unnecessary.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset anyone.
How did you know about Miss Page's situation?
Oh, shit.
I have friends on the force. I hear I'm not the only one.
I think we might be veering off the subject.
Love how Foggy's being the one trying to keep things together.
All I wanted was to throw a few balls. The lady at the shoe counter will tell you the same.
She also
No,
says that you crushed the deceased skull with a bowling ball.
Yep.
The man and his, whatever they were, they threatened my life.
They threatened you how? Verbally, physically?
Which sounds better?
Alright, that should sound fishy enough, Foggy. Come on now. I mean, you're still a lawyer. You gotta just do your job, but how are you gonna defend this dude?
You must be a very important man. Is that a question? Statement. It's not every day a global investment firm picks up the tab for a murder suspect. Wonder if you could shed some light on the man that hired us to represent you.
That's why you picked up the case. You wanted to get more information on that guy?
As for the man who hired you, all you need to know is his check's gonna clear.
Well, I don't think Matt really cares about the money.
Upon execution of this agreement, the corporate interests, as they currently exist, agree not to pursue legal action against you.
Shit.
Not everyone broke that agreement and distributed confidential information.
Shit.
You went to the New York Bulletin,
Shit.
privately owned news organization.
Shit.
Someone tried to kill me.
And while my clients acknowledge no involvement with that individual or claim legal responsibility for his actions, they do feel it's their non-binding moral obligation to offer you a chance at rebuilding your life.
As long as I keep my mouth shut.
Shit.
Bang on the router, will you?
Bang on the router. That's gonna do it.
More long lunches
It
until
could.
this is over, okay?
That did it.
And in the state of New York, I'll remind you that my client is not required to prove that he was justified in his actions. It's up to the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was not justified in defending his life. The only verdict that you can render will be not guilty.
He does not believe that himself, though. What's he listening to? Whose heartbeat? Someone in the crowd? Think that girl in the jury's, like, involved or something? She must be. I mean, again, I understand his little thing there, but isn't it just, he's just listening to the heartbeat, right? I mean, obviously, for the show's sake, it's obviously going to be something, but, which it is. But, man, I don't know, I get fast heart rates sometimes for other reasons. It happens.
You don't want something like that floating around.
Stay down.
Damn.
I said stay down.
Son of a bitch!
What do you have on her?
It's a tape, okay?
What's on it?
The mistake she made when she was 19 and pretty.
Who do you work for?
I don't know.
I want a name.
There isn't one. I walk by a building. If a light's on in the window, I got a job.
Okay. I guess that's how they keep it as confidential as possible, so no one can give up any information. It's definitely Kingpin. Right. That's interesting. They get they even have to get the jury involved so they can have the case go their way. All right. Well, you don't leave it in awkward silence, though. You're waiting to see whose heart beat starts going fast or something.
We're waiting.
Sorry.
He was really just making sure that no one else was also being blackmailed.
I don't mean to make light of that, but these questions are vital ones. Because they tether us to each other, to humanity. Not everyone feels this way. Not everyone sees the sharp line, only the blur. A man is dead. And my client, John Healy, took his life. This is not in dispute, a fact. And facts have no moral judgment. They merely state what is, not what we think of them, not what we feel. They just are.
I love this speech.
These questions of good and evil, as important as they are, have no place in a court of law. Only the facts matter. My client claims he acted in self-defense. Mr. Prohaska's associates have refused to make a statement regarding the incident. The only other witness, a frightened young woman, has stated that my client was pleasant and friendly.
True. That was an incredible speech, and I kind of agree with what he was saying. But we saw what happened, and there was a little more facts to it.
Beyond these walls, he may well face a judgment of his own making.
That was incredible.
We've been leaving a trail of bodies lately, and
That is
trails
true.
eventually lead somewhere. This needed to be handled quietly, within the confines of the law.
So you hire a couple of backdoor shysters?
This is a good little behind-the-scenes thing we're seeing here. This is all stuff we already knew, but clarifying it.
Mrs. Fisher? My name's Karen Payne.
I know who you are.
Oh shit. She might have a problem with her.
I know how hard this must be for you.
My husband was found dead in your apartment. You have
Yeah.
no idea how any of this is for me.
Yeah, that's a little awkward, isn't it?
They offered me money. They offer you something like that?
Probably.
They killed Danny.
I already signed.
Oh shit.
I have 2 kids, Miss Page, and they're all that matter to me now.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, that's fair. The money, you know. He's back. Grandma? Oh no. No. They got her. Love the way he just drops from fire escapes. Oh my god. I mean, he's not gonna get killed, we know that, but that was close. I like how this guy's a pretty good fighter. It makes this a little more interesting. 'Cause it's very close, you know? He's not just kicking his ass right away.
The man that hired your lawyers. Who does he work for?
Definitely Kingpin. Damn, it's gotta be Kingpin. It's gotta be. They're making a big deal out of who they're all working for.
Who does he work for? I want a name. Fisk.
Fisk, yes, it is. Yep, a Kingpin. I knew we'd be seeing him soon. There's no way they're gonna go too long without him. I know he's like supposed to be the main villain.
I gave up his name. You don't do that, not to him. He'll find me. You should have just killed me. You coward.
Oh my god. Bro, you could have at least What the fuck? That was awesome. Oh shit, there he is. That sweet bald head.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel alone.
Oh, okay. That's something. Alright, that was another fantastic episode. I don't think this show... At this point, I don't think the show's gonna have any bad episodes. Maybe there is, I don't know. We'll have to keep going and see if that happens. But so far, they've all been really solid. This one was a lot more focused on the lawyer side of things as opposed to the Daredevil side of things. Like, the second one was more focused on the Daredevil side of things. This one seemed to be more lawyer focused, which I think is good. Especially because everything that's going on with it is obviously very important to the big business going on in the city at this point. You know, all led by... Well, I assumed it was led by Kingpin the whole time, and obviously that was the case. And I'm very excited to see where that goes from here. I'm assuming he's still going to be in the background for a couple episodes and not be a big, like, part in the... I'm assuming he's one of those, like, sit back and let all his henchmen do the work type of a villain. I don't think he's going to be getting in the action too much, but it would be interesting if he did a little bit here and there, maybe at some point. But that was really cool, especially how that all wrapped up in the end. I like this new character of Healy, I think it was his name, or his last name was Healy, at least, something like that. And, just a crazy dude all around, but you know, seeing what he did in the beginning and seeing them try to defend that throughout the episode because they don't know the full story, and then obviously as he finds out what the full story was, he confronts him and gets the information out, and then the dude just kills himself. And the gore in that scene, I mean, the gore in a lot of these scenes were fantastic, especially in the beginning, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, it does add a lot to the I guess, I don't know if immersion's the right word, but you know, immersion is the right word. Like, it does add to the immersion because, like, you see some other, like, you know, MCU shows. I'm always going to be comparing this to other MCU stuff, and I don't mean to do that all the time, but sometimes I do it. Anyways, they don't get to show as much, so you don't feel as immersed into what's happening because of that. It's kind of like off-screen stuff where, like, someone just gets beat up and there's not really much bruises on them, but this is, like, gore to the max. Like, not to the max, but enough to the point where it's impactful enough. Like, you don't need to go over the top with it. Obviously, I think that would be a little ridiculous, but the way it's done here, I think it's very good. The choreography and all the fight scenes have all been really solid, and overall the characters, I think, are all incredibly interesting. And even just the directing itself is really well done. Like, it almost doesn't feel like I'm watching a show. It kind of feels movie quality in a lot of scenes, so it's obviously very impressive. And yeah, so I really have nothing to complain about with this show. I don't have a single issue with any of these episodes so far. Maybe I will down the road, but currently I don't. So I think it's pretty much solid all around. I will see you guys in the next one. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be on my Patreon, which is in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.